So, what if I told you that a simple app on your phone, or even just a plain old piece of paper, could actually free you from years of money stress? I know, it sounds a little too good to be true, doesn't it? But today, we're going to talk about the power of budgeting. And look, it's not a tool designed to restrict you, it's designed to give you back control.
This one hits home for so many people. It's that sinking feeling in your gut when you look at your bank account and realize your hard-earned paycheck has just evaporated. Trust me, you are not alone in feeling this way. For millions of us, it's this constant nagging mystery.
Yeah, I bet it does. It's that wild roller coaster, right? You get that high on payday, and then it's just this slow, stressful crawl to the next one. But what if you could just get off that ride for good? What if you could finally feel like you're the one in charge of your money and not the other way around?
Okay, let's call it the money mystery. It's that classic tale of the disappearing paycheck, and it plays out for so many of us every single month, like we're stuck in a movie we've already seen 100 times.
It all starts with that rush. The money hits your account, and for a second, you feel invincible. You're on top of the world. There's this wave of relief, this feeling that, okay, this time, things are going to be different. You can finally take a breath.
But then reality hits, and it hits hard. Rent's due, the car payment's coming up, that student loan is just sitting there, staring at you, and every single notification is just another little piece of that security getting chipped away.
A few days go by, you grab a coffee, maybe order some takeout with friends. You work for it. You deserve it, right? But then you check your account the next morning and, whoa, that number is a lot lower than you thought it would be.
And just like that, you're right back where you started, frustrated, a little stressed out, and wondering what happened. But here's the thing. What if you could actually rewrite this story? What if you could flip this script from a frustrating cycle to one about financial freedom?
You know, for a lot of people, their finances are kind of like a dark room. You're just stumbling around in there, bumping into unexpected bills, feeling pretty lost. Well, the first step is actually really simple. It's time to just turn on the light.
So on one side, you have your income, usually a pretty predictable number. On the other side, you've got this chaotic jumble of expenses. I gotta tell you, when I first did this myself, I was absolutely floored to see how much I was spending on random coffees and lunches. It was a huge aha moment that showed me exactly where all the money was leaking out.
Now, putting it all on a table like this isn't about judging yourself or feeling bad. Not at all. It's about getting clarity. This isn't some report card on your past mistakes. Think of it like a map that shows you the way forward. For maybe the first time ever, you get to be in the driver's seat.
Okay, so you've got your map. Now you need a destination, a game plan. And let me tell you, the 50-30-20 rule is a super simple but really powerful framework that can be an absolute game changer. Just think of your income as a pie. This rule is basically a recipe for how to slice it up in a way that takes care of you right now and also takes care of your future self. It's easy. 50% for the things you absolutely need, 30% for the fun stuff that makes life worth living, and a really critical 20% to build your savings and pay down debt. Getting real about this difference right here, it's everything. Your rent, total need. That daily Starbucks run, it's a want. Groceries for the week are a need. Tickets to that awesome concert, that's a want. Seriously, understanding this one little distinction is the secret sauce that makes the whole plan work.
And that's really the heart of it. You are becoming the boss of your money. Instead of just kind of passively wondering, hey, where did it all go at the end of the month? You are actively telling every single dollar what its job is. You're taking back that control. So, making the plan is step one. But the real magic, the real transformation happens when you start living it. You know, it's kind of like learning to ride a bike. At first, it's going to feel a little wobbly, maybe even awkward. But you stick with it, and pretty soon, it's just second nature.
Look, that first month is probably going to feel like a chore. I'm not going to lie. But just stick with it. Because by the second month, when you start making little adjustments, it actually feels empowering, not punishing. And then you get to month 3. I will never forget the first time I saw my savings account actually go up. It wasn't a ton of money, but man, it felt like a huge win. It was proof that I was finally on the right track. The real payoff here isn't just about the numbers in your bank account. It's about getting rid of that constant low-level buzz of anxiety about money. It's about planning a vacation without feeling guilty. It's about knowing you can handle it if your car suddenly needs a repair. The real goal isn't just to have more money. It's to build a life you actually love.
So, are you ready to finally grab the wheel? Ready to trade in that money stress for some financial freedom? Okay, let's break it all down into 3 simple steps you can start doing the minute this is over.
But before we dive into the steps, I really need you to burn this idea into your brain. This is not about depriving yourself. It's the exact opposite. This is about liberation. It's about freeing yourself from that heavy weight of financial stress.
Okay, here it is. It's this simple. 1. Track everything. For 1 month, just see where the money is going. 2. Use the 50-30-20 rule as your roadmap. And 3, and this is maybe the most important part, check in weekly. Just 15 minutes every Sunday can keep you on course. Seriously, what are you waiting for?
So I'll just end with this thought. The power to completely change your financial story is literally in your hands, right now. The real question isn't about what you have to cut back on. The real question is, when that financial weight is finally lifted off your shoulders, what will you finally be free to do? Go build that life you've always wanted. You absolutely deserve it.